You played a real good game.
I played a very good game.
There you go. Truthfully, it's my time, and I think this is the year where I'm gonna make them hate me even more.
We gonna lose. We can't lose. Because all we do is win.
This seems pretty awesome.
It's incredible, man. He's definitely a special human being, you know, in everything he does, you know, in the boxing gym. He's a people's champion, you know. He's constantly giving back to others. And you know, you see the human side of him, you know, aside from the fighter.
Boy, after he knocks out his opponent this fight.
Just doing things like this is what really matters, you know. At the end of it, when I'm in there in the gym, I'm having a great time. That's what I love to do. But over here, you know, it's just all about giving back. Just stay tuned, man. You guys can win one of these too, one of these.
Check this out. Teofimo's camp is absolutely grinding right now, with some seriously intense pad work where every single move has to be perfect. Milton LaCroix, his assistant trainer, is putting in major work to get Teofimo ready for Shakur's lightning-fast, razor-sharp, and super disciplined fighting approach.
Training cat, like everything is fun. It's a fun day every day, but it's serious when he's sparring. He gets down to nitty gritty, does his thing, just embarrasses a lot of the sparring partners. And again, I tell him, have fun in there. Like, just make boxing great again, make boxing fun again. Oh, it is a little one.
Man, I've been working my ass off so much.
His opponent is undefeated. He's a frigidity boxer. He jumps in, jumps out. But there's one thing we see that he don't do, and we'll tell you when we do it to him. I can't tell you now, but I'm going to tell you later.
Take over sports.
Meanwhile, at Teofimo's training facility, they're cycling through different sparring partners to polish every aspect of his game. New styles come in every single day, pushing him to adapt constantly and ramp up that intensity. Over at Shakur Stevenson's side of things, his entire focus is locked on speed and surgical precision. The guy is drilling endlessly with pad work, staying lightning quick and keeping those reflexes razor sharp.
Tom, you got Tom in it. Pussy. January 31st. Cool gonna beat your bitch ass. Yeah, put that in there.
Up a little bit, shadow boxing, get some sparring, maybe about.
We're talking about 8 to 10 solid rounds here. Shakur Stevenson's preparation is happening right under the careful supervision of head coach Wally Moses alongside his grandfather. You can see it in Shakur's face during camp sessions. The confidence is real and the determination is next level because he knows this is his defining moment.
Leave people like me so you can point your fingers. I say, that's the bad guy. So, will I make you good? Yeah, get ready. We need to be pushed today. Bring the smoke, baby. Yep, that's body. Yep, that's that body. July 12th, demolishment. We're gonna demolish it. Guys way too slow, sports too sharp, too fast, too strong.
Watch Shakur attack that heavy bag, and it's something else. Every punch lands with surgical precision and complete control as he gears up to prove exactly what he brings to the table. Come fight night on January, even when exhaustion tries to creep in, he keeps pushing forward, zeroing in on raw power, blazing speed, and pinpoint accuracy.
We gonna sell Tio. Family team. Tio winning. Tio winning, bro. The takeover is over.
Oh, we're Eastwood. I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm the best nigga in boxing, gang. They don't even know.
During his sit-down interview, Shakur Stevenson speaks with laser focus and unshakable determination. He breaks down how beating Teofimo will launch him straight into the top 4 fighters on the planet. His confidence comes through crystal clear along with that discipline and razor-sharp vision for where his career is headed. The same surgical precision and relentless dedication you see him bring to training every single day shows up in how he talks about this fight. Shakur doesn't shy away from acknowledging just how dangerous and skilled Teofimo really is. He breaks down exactly why he chose to face Teo, explaining that going after a up-tier fighter like him was completely intentional, because Teo represents that elite-level competition that forces Shakur to push his own game to new heights. Taking on someone this skilled sharpens his technique, dials in his timing, and forces his strategy to evolve. Shakur makes it clear that going head-to-head with the absolute best is what separates good fighters from great ones, and it proves he's dead serious about climbing to that elite level.
Yeah, bigger name, and also he got the more accolades. He's been undisputed before. He's won belts at 35, won belts at 30, at 40. So he's more accomplished. So I know that would be a better name on my resume.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that this is going to be a tough fight for you.
I mean, they absolutely right to have their opinion. I already know this guy's good. I done came up in the amateurs with him. I chose this for that reason. Like, I chose this because I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to put myself in a situation to where I'm able to raise my game up to another level. So that was my whole purpose.
Do you feel like you got to be real dominant in this fight? Because, I mean, Tio, he from New York, and, you having a fight in New York, and the judges, man. You never know, yo.
He not from New York, but he not from New York. He not from New York. He probably was born in New York, but like being from New York is like I'm raised and I'm brought up in New York, and I knew him for years and years, and I always seen him out of Florida. Like that's where he was out of, Florida. So I don't look at him like a fighter that's from New York. So, but do I gotta be dominant? I think every fight that I set up, I want to be dominant. I don't care who in front of me. I want to dominate. I want to beat you to where judges don't feel like they can rob me. So I always got that feeling. I always got that chip on my shoulder.
If you do win this fight, what do you think it does for your career?
I think it put me top 5 pound for pound. I think it puts me like one of the best fighters in my era. I think it just established that I'm that guy. Like, I beat one of the 4 kings that they call the 4 kings, and it also depends on the fashion that I do it. So it's gonna be interesting.
Teofimo Lopez is radiating pure confidence as we get closer to fight night. He knows exactly what this matchup means and understands completely why fans have been waiting for this showdown. Instead of letting that pressure get to him, he's channeling all that energy straight into his preparation, staying locked in and completely determined. Every single day, Teo is grinding through intense training sessions, fine-tuning his technique, perfecting his timing, and maintaining that devastating power. Each drill session, every sparring round, and all those pad workouts are strategically designed to keep his skills sharp and his body in absolute peak condition. Both mentally and physically, he's dialed in and ready to step through those ropes and put on a show that lives up to every expectation from fans, experts, and the entire boxing community.
The reason why this fight is happening is because we want it bad. We want to be number one, in boxing, so to speak. He's coming for my crown at the, super lightweight division. And honestly, nevertheless, it's all about the fans.
So, who do you think has the stronger resume between these two fighters?
Ah, man, I'll tell you again. Honestly, it doesn't matter until we hang up the gloves. I think that we still have such a long, depending how well we do with our health, we got a long career ahead of us, man. So this is just something for everybody for 2026. We started off with a bang, and we go from there.
During their face-to-face sit-down, Shakur Stevenson drops some interesting insight about sensing jealousy coming from Teofimo's direction. Shakur breaks down how, as his own spotlight got brighter and the recognition started pouring in, he could pick up on some envious vibes from Teo's side. Even with all that tension in the air, though, both fighters are keeping their eyes on the prize, making sure their preparation and raw skill do all the talking instead of getting caught up in emotional drama.
Oh, he fought for Team USA, he got a silver medal. And,
Nah, not during them times though,
and
bro.
the whole thing
not
was
during them times.
pushed.
I'm speaking on the times where I felt like you had a push start. You got the you used to be ahead of me far as like you was the code on Terrence Crawford card. I was underneath. Then you got the opportunity to fight with Lomachenko. And after that, I felt like I kind of got pushed more than you, and you felt some type of way about the way that I was pushed more than you when it came down to ESPN. I remember you saying a little comment with the ESPN only like black fighters and all that kind of stuff. And when you said that, I kind of felt like it was a shot at me. So I felt like it was a little bit of jealousy.
Roy Jones Jr. breaks down some real insight about how old-school fighters approached things differently compared to today's generation, especially when it came to maintaining respect and proper conduct. He explains that back in his day, there was a crystal-clear boundary between showing confidence and crossing the line into outright disrespect. And if someone stepped over that line during a face-to-face encounter, it would have been dealt with immediately and decisively. Fighters understood they needed to carry themselves with class outside the ring, and any personal attacks or cheap shots were handled right then and there, usually with swift and direct consequences. Roy stresses that this code of honor kept the sport professional and made sure everyone stayed accountable, maintaining discipline and keeping the entire game grounded in respect. Roy Jones Jr. points out a major shift between how old-school and new-school fighters handle themselves, particularly when they're not actively competing. He observes that today's fighters are operating in a completely different landscape, dominated by social media buzz, non-stop promotional hype, and pure entertainment value. The boundary between legitimate confidence and blatant disrespect gets fuzzy, with online trash talk taking the place of real face-to-face confrontation. While this modern approach definitely grabs attention and builds up excitement around fights, it also encourages unnecessary drama and public call-outs instead of letting the ring settle all dispute. Roy makes it clear that even though the game has evolved, genuine skill, unwavering discipline, and total dedication remain the true pillars of championship-level success. All the internet noise in the world can't substitute for grinding in the gym, proper preparation, and genuine respect for the sweet science. He recognizes that rivalry has transformed into more of a show, but the fighters who achieve lasting greatness are the ones who know how to balance promotion with professionalism and let their hands do the real talking when that opening bell sounds.
Y'all don't hear me a lot of time when I say it. There's old school and there's new school. Old school has something that been said, they would not have allowed us to be able to come face to face. Because you don't say it to me and think I ain't gonna try to tear your head off as soon as I get close to you.
Well, you're not gonna wait till fight night. You're gonna get it in that day.
Because some things are too because sometimes you go a little bit beyond respect. That's disrespectful. If you disrespect me on any level, we fighting then. Now I'm gonna try to hold it together but if you disrespect me, which is what he just did, I'm not gonna ask him about what he's talking about. When I get close enough, I'm finna show him what I ain't talking about. You understand where I'm coming from? So there's a difference. That's why I say you gotta know the difference from the old school and the new school. Had he said that in my day, they could not. I would told him, listen, whatever y'all do, don't let me get close to him. Because if I get close to him.
The entire boxing community is buzzing with excitement over the Stevenson versus Lopez showdown as fans, media personalities, and expert analysts break down every single piece of information leading up to the big night. Every press event, training footage, and media appearance gets scrutinized for hints about game plans, mental preparation, and overall readiness levels. Professional boxer Jermaine Ortiz weighs in with his take, pointing out that Shakur Stevenson has learned valuable lessons from previous fights and won't be making any foolish moves when he steps between those ropes this time around. Ortiz highlights Shakur's mental toughness, ability to make adjustments, and pure ring smarts as crucial elements that could potentially give him the advantage against a dangerous opponent like Teofimo Lopez. Expert analysis across the board agrees that this matchup represents a genuine clash of championship-level boxing philosophies, making it one of the most compelling fights we've seen in quite some time. Shakur Stevenson brings blazing hand speed, surgical accuracy, and an incredibly solid technical base that lets him dictate range and fight rhythm almost effortlessly. His talent for studying opponents and making real-time adjustments during combat is widely considered one of his most devastating weapons. Meanwhile, Teofimo Lopez carries explosive knockout power and a relentless attacking style that can flip the script in an instant. His supreme confidence and constant forward pressure keep opponents on edge throughout every minute of action. This battle goes way beyond simple questions of who hits harder or moves quicker. It's a complete examination of training, boxing intelligence, mental fortitude, and tactical execution when everything is on the line. Fight fans are locked in because they know they're getting elite-level skill, intense exchanges, and strategic chess matches developing round after round. With anticipation reaching fever pitch, everyone is watching to see which fighter will step up when it matters most and claim a career-defining win.
Maybe a glimpse or two.
Why?
And one, Shakur said it himself after that fight that he wasn't going to fight like that again. And that's the main reason. He said he wasn't going to do it. And
Teo's cracking like
up
that?
to 140, which is really, huh?
Is Teo cracking?
No, I don't think. I think he had more of a threat with the Zepeda as a puncher and Teofimo. But he's going up a weight class. That's not actually his weight class as well.
You think that'll play a factor?
No, that would play a factor in him not fighting in the pocket how he did with Zepeda.
Got you.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, because of the style, you feel like he's gonna be in and out, moving around, making sure that
in and out,
doing things that Teo don't like.
He got longer arms. You know, I think he'll just keep him. He'll keep him at bay. You know, Teo's a tricky fighter too, so not saying that he can't, slip in and catch him with a couple shots. But Shakur, I think he's gonna be defensively sound. He doesn't like getting hit, and I think he's gonna stick to that.
As far as Shakur is concerned and Teo, when you look at the speed, when you look at the timing, who do you feel like has that edge when it comes down to that? It could be separate. It could be somebody got the speed and somebody else got the timing.
Buzzy Ennis drops some serious knowledge with a powerful warning directed at Teofimo Lopez, making it crystal clear that Shakur Stevenson is absolutely not the type of fighter you can take lightly or overlook. He breaks down how Shakur's incredible speed, flawless technique, and superior ring intelligence make him legitimately dangerous, with the ability to adapt on the fly to whatever style gets thrown at him. Ennis emphasizes that while Teo definitely brings serious power and skill to the table, he needs to show proper respect for Shakur's ability to manage distance, land shots with perfect timing, and capitalize on mistakes with surgical precision. Every 3-minute round will push both physical abilities and mental sharpness to the absolute limit. Ennis drives home the point that sleeping on Stevenson would be a major error in judgment. He stresses that Shakur's meticulous preparation, unwavering discipline, and vast experience give him the tools to make adjustments when the heat gets turned up and respond intelligently to whatever Teo decides to bring. This warning cuts straight to the heart of what this fight is really about. True success will come from showing respect, executing smart strategy, and flawless performance, not just relying on raw power or pre-fight publicity. Both fans and fighters need to pay attention to this message.
And I gotta tell everybody that Whichcomb is real athletic too. Teofimo. So I mean, I don't think it's gonna be an easy fight. You know what I mean? People think, a lot of people say it's gonna be easy and all. Nah. Teofimo can punch and he can box. And like I said, he's real athletic. So, you know what I mean? That'll make it a little difficult right there. You know what I mean?
I see a lot of people going back and forth with it. Some people think Teo got the advantage because of the weight and that he's athletic and explosive. Some people say Shakur is the better boxer.
Yes.
Right? How you see that fight ending?
Well, they saying, you know, they've got the weight and all that. I see Shakur box big guys, light heavyweights and all that stuff. It's like, you know, they box heavyweights and put the heavyweights down.
That wraps up today's breakdown. Keep watching for more updates coming your way.